Caitlin here with Astral Hoops to help you get familiar with your Atomic 5 AF hoop. I want to give you some tips and tricks on how to control your hoop with all the methods that you have to control it. I also want to give you some information on how to use our phone app for Android and iPhone. There's a few different ways that you can control your hoop, including a remote control, as I mentioned, the phone app for Android and iPhone, or our traditional on-hoop joystick. You can find more information in your user manual here, so make sure you read through that, and we'll give you the rest of the information that we've got throughout the rest of this video. One of the coolest features of the Atomic 5 AF hoop is that it comes with its very own Astral Hoops phone app for Android and for iPhone, and you can find it in Google Play or the App Store. So once you get your hoop and you open your app and download it, just click on it. When you connect for the first time, you're going to have to enter your product ID, it's a 5-digit number, into the window here to connect it for the very first time. If you've already connected your hoop, it will either detect it automatically like it did there. You can also press the icon, the Bluetooth icon at the top to connect. I'm just going to go ahead and hit OK. And then I'll see the number pop up here to know that it is connected. And once I'm connected, I can control it right from the app. I'm going to hit the menu at the top, go to Control Atomic, and I can go ahead and select menus and modes within each menu. Here in the selection space, you do have to choose your menu first and then your mode. There's also a few other features at the bottom, including setting the color to white or rainbow. You can also use the slide bar, the color slide bar to set the color, or the speed slide bar to set the speed. There's a few other menus I want to tell you about in the Atomic 5 AF app. I'm going to click the menu here and go to Atomic Settings. I'm going to show you a few things that you can do in this menu. You can turn the auto rest off. That's one feature that comes on your AF hoop. So when it's resting, it'll dim. Once it's spinning, it'll start being bright again. So you can turn that off. You can also change the number of seconds for the auto rest. We also have POV stabilization that'll keep your POV mode or your designer mode in the same position as you're spinning it. That's something you can turn off. A little pro tip, it's a good one to turn off for your Atomic 5 AF wand if you're using the designer feature or POVs to keep the image and the length of the wand. There's a few other things you can do here. You can update your Atomic firmware. You can also unregister the Bluetooth connections. You can set it to its factory reset, as well as wipe any of the customizations you've saved, including your favorites or designer modes. There are a few other features in the AF app. You can turn the Atomic off directly from the phone. You can also contact us if you need support. There's also more information about warranty and service right here in the app. The other feature here is the designer feature, but we do have another video all about how to use designer, and to find that, just check out our blog on astralhoops.com. Another way to control your Atomic 5 AF hoop is with the on-hoop joystick. This is the one model where we've kept our traditional control for our hoops. And to turn it on, you just pick it up and push the joystick in. And then you'll see the menu, the very first menu, show up here. From the Megamix menu, you can use the joystick to go right or left through the menus, or forward or back through the modes in the menu, or push the joystick in to start the mode. I'm going to go up to a mode where you can see me customize the color and speed of the mode. I'm going to select it by pushing in the joystick. And from here, I can go left once to do rainbow fade, or twice to do white, or I can tap through all of the different colors by going left and right with the joystick. I can also push the joystick forward to speed the mode up, or back to slow it down. And once I have my mode customized, I can push the joystick forward to save it to one of my 2 favorite menus, and I go left and right between the favorite menus. I push it in to select that position in my favorites menus. There's a few more things that you can do with your joystick. You push the joystick to the left to go back to your menu. And then there's a few more menus at the bottom where you can do a couple different things. I'm going to tap all the way down to the orange mode, and that will do a random pattern every single time you press it, something similar to what's in those menus. Green will do a 10-second scan. Pink will do a 10-second scan with a rainbow background, and purple will do a 10-second scan with a multicolor flash background. Another thing you can do while you're playing a mode is hold the joystick back to choose your brightness setting. I can push it forward to bump the brightness up, or back to preserve battery and make it a little bit dimmer. The last thing that you can do with the joystick on your AF hoop is push it in to turn it off. I'm just going to push the joystick in, and it'll tell me how much battery life I have left, and then it'll be off. The remote, much like the joystick, navigates through the menus using the forward, side, and back buttons. You can go through the menus by going left and right, forward and back, and the modes in those menus. The OK button will select the pattern that you want to play. And similarly to the joystick, you can customize the color and speed of the modes. Left and right will do the color, forward and back will do the speed. There's a couple of other buttons on your remote. This will take you back to the menu. This will save your customized mode to favorites. The one in the bottom corner is going to do brightness, and then this one will check your battery. The remote control also controls the Atomic 5 Classic model, and you can learn more about how to use the remote control with the Classic in our blog on astralhoops.com. And lastly, I want to show you how to charge your hoop. You'll disconnect the hoop at the connector, and we now have USB-C charging cords that pop right in to the connection inside the hoop. You can find more information and tutorial videos under our blog on astralhoops.com. You can also find us on YouTube and Instagram at astralhoops.